And we're back.
We're back.
Here at the Cozy Show. You're here with your host, Jaime Ornelas, and my co-host,
Chris Mariscal. Oh my god.
Oh, forgot the timer?
I'm so used to starting the fucking episodes with my eyes closed.
I know.
Waiting for balls to hit me in the forehead.
Well, I do have a surprise for you today.
Do you actually?
No.
Oh, you fucker.
For once, I let myself rest. You know, as a businessman, you're always thinking ideas, marketing, cap, stocks, and everything.
Yeah.
But, I let myself have a little bit of vacation this week.
Yeah.
Chris looks like he just got back from vacation. Where'd you go travel?
I'm just staying out the way.
I'm just staying out the way.
No, I thrifted the shirt from San Jose several weeks ago.
Yeah, it's giving like a Jackson Pollock kind of vibe.
Yeah, a little bit of splatter. Spatter or splatter?
Splatter.
Have you heard that? Bud spatter?
Dexter.
But he says spatter, right?
What?
I swear to God, he says spatter.
Pretty sure it's splatter.
I've seen both.
Unless spatter's like the verb, like spatter.
Maybe it's like the British like skeletal.
Yeah, but it's spelled the same.
Yeah, but they pronounce it different. Oh, you're right. Well, like neighbors and neighbors, how they spell it different. Have you seen that?
Huh?
In like the UK or Canada, they'll spell neighbors different. Like instead of
Yeah,
instead
that's
of like
gonna be a hard one.
NEIGHBORS,
Yeah.
it's BOURS. Neighbors.
Is that how they do colors too?
Yes.
Right?
Colors.
COLORS
Yeah,
versus
so whenever you see that, it's because it's
COLOURS.
Yeah.
What are we? ORS?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Whenever you see that, it's like a British fuck is writing that. You know?
Fucking the Brits.
Did you ever worry you're gonna lose like your school kind of skills
All the time.
just being an adult and like not using them?
I get
anymore?
really hyped when I write, which I
Like,
rarely
well,
do, and
yeah.
I like know how to spell things.
Yeah.
Like literally, and I'm like, wow, I could spell. Like, isn't that crazy?
Still
You know?
got it.
I don't know how I could even spell like.
Yeah. I was driving the other day and I think I started worrying about like I was like, oh fuck, how do I say this, or like how do I say this sentence? And I don't remember what it is now, but I was like, what if I'm in a job? I think I was thinking like job interview scenarios, and I was like, I want to say this, but I don't know how to say it properly, and I don't want to sound stupid. You know?
And what was
so
it?
I got a little. I don't fucking remember what it was.
Oh. Chris is taking
Really not a surprise at all. But we have a concert we're going to tomorrow, and I bought these Heroes earplugs.
Why?
Okay, my thing. Whenever I go to a fucking concert, some are worse than others. Don't look at me like that.
Chris is acting like he's gonna go to a 3-day rave bender.
Don't look at me like that.
Like we're not going to a concert for 2 hours and we're in the back balcony stage.
It's a rap concert in a small venue.
What are you
Okay,
concerned
It's gonna be
about?
blasting. Whenever I go to a concert, my
What are
ears
you,
always
72?
my ears are always ringing.
Yeah, that's a
after.
part of the fucking
Don't
experience.
patronize me.
When you grow up, like you never grew up going to quinceañeras and you're fucking 12 years old and you come out, you're like,
I hate that.
Yeah, but
And for me, sometimes it lasts like a day or two. Does that ever happen to you?
you just develop tetanitis.
Tonight, nice.
Is it
Tinnitus.
Well, close enough, you know? Titanitis.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do. Okay.
There's no way you don't sleep and then you wake up and it's fine.
I swear to God, it's happened.
Oh my God.
Like once or twice. The worst that ever happened was when I saw Pauly D perform at Stand State
Really?
for Warrior Day.
Yeah.
And I was like pretty close to like one of the fucking towers of speakers. And like the whole time I was like, dude, my ear hurts so fucking bad. And on one side for like 2 days, it was ringing. I was really
That's
worried.
the same as like you just bring in normal
So I bought
ear
these.
muffs.
I bought these Heroes earplugs.
Are you actually going to go in and wear those?
$15 a pop.
You bought money on that. You spent money on that, and you won't buy a gift for your friends.
What do you mean? I got you a gift. Oh, fuck. I still haven't got your gift.
There it is.
I got you a few things.
What'd you give me?
What the fuck did I get you?
You got me that. And
What?
a surprise. A surprise pod.
What was that was all I got you?
Yeah, Chris said he was going to give me something for my birthday and wrote it down and he still hasn't bought
I got you something else. I got you the sex toy and the magazines and
it. The magazines are cool.
something else. Have you even looked through those once?
They're hiding.
fucker.
They're hiding. So
Where'd you put them?
They're on the top of my closet. The
Great.
kids. Okay, so
You ever jerked off to them once?
I know I need to.
Come on.
I will.
So I got these. So I had always heard. It's such a worse reaction than I was expecting from you.
What do you want me to say? Yeah, great.
I mean, I thought
so
you'd
glad you're
respect me for making a decision to better my health.
Chris, your ears are ringing.
That's a serious issue. Those decibels in there are insane.
It's going to be
I've
crazy.
always heard of these earplugs. And then the last time we're seeing Flatbush Zombies tomorrow, a rap group. We've seen them before, and when we saw them before, it was in a fucking outdoor amphitheater. Great show. but the music was so fucking loud. Like, it was like destroying my fucking ears, and I remember that vividly.
Chris is basically complaining that a concert is loud.
Yeah.
And he wants to be more. Why don't you just watch it on TV? You can control the volume there.
Well, maybe because they don't have it on TV. Did you think of that? You fucking ninkum fucking poop.
Well, if you looked at their fucking post, they said their last tour, if you weren't able to make it, they're gonna live stream it. So maybe you could go there instead. Give them the tickets if someone's gonna actually like watch the show with full values.
Well, the thing
Why
about
don't you just
these
go blindfolded
earplugs-
too? There's a lot of colors. You might fucking have a seizure. Who knows?
That's insensitive as shit. Okay. These earplugs are supposed to make it so that you can hear everything, but it's just at a lower volume.
So
you're
Chris,
not missing any of the bass.
Chris is worried about
any of
losing his
the-
hearing. So what he's doing is he's purposely hindering his hearing. So for
Oh, wow. That's in there good. That's in there real deep. How do I look?
stupid, you look like you have a fucking plunger in your ear. You look even stupider
Well,
than
what if I
was almost pissed that you were gonna hide it.
But
It's
what if I
sticking
do
out.
this?
Maybe from the side a little bit. I'd still see it in front of you. Oh, actually, well, you're not doing your hair like that.
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah. What if I
What?
I'm gonna scream?
Scream.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So much drugs.
Not even a fucking...
But does it mute it?
I mean, I could hear everything.
Yeah, but does it mute it to an extent?
Let me take one in and one out. Go.
Well, take both out.
Well, I need to compare. That
Okay.
is not good.
Ew.
You can reuse these too.
Zoom in on that. You're off a little bit, so careful.
You can
There's-
reuse these.
Where else
I'm
are
gonna
you
wear them the whole pod just to make a point to you that they're a good purchase.
Put them in. Put both in.
I got a size small too because I have small ears.
So, are you concerned about losing your hearing, or are you concerned about
Both.
the noise?
You know, my fucking bio teacher told us. He said that even like mowing the lawn, you should wear earplugs, which I've never done and never will do. But he said even that is like loud enough that it's damaging your hearing.
Yeah, but you mow the lawn once a week. You go to when was the last time you've been to a concert?
September, which is 2 months ago.
Okay. Before that?
I went to Ryan's dad's show in August.
Okay, come on. We're not
Which was
counting
loud as
Ryan's
shit. And my ears
dad's
were ringing
show.
after that.
That's normal, though. Your ears ring after things.
Yeah, but they don't have to. I think life is about choices. And something I realized recently is there's things that are out of your control, which I spend way too much time worrying about.
Yeah.
And I literally just came to that conclusion last night, and I journaled about it via video on my way to work, just saying, like, Chris, there's so much that's out of your control that you're constantly worried about.
Yeah. Give it an
And
example.
you need to focus what's in your control. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think if I gaslight
So it's
you
like,
enough-
let me just worry about what I can control, and what can I control? My exposure to high decibels.
Yeah.
Do I look like a fucking alien?
You look stupid. I
Can
hope
you
that,
take a picture of me?
I hope that the Flatbush Zombies, when they're performing, they stop the show.
And they point me out.
And then they do like the little spotlight in front of you. This motherfucker, he's got earbuds on. And then everyone just starts
I remember
laughing.
after Destroy Boys 2, we were balls deep in that bitch. And I think the Ace of Spades, which is a very small venue, that's where we saw them. My ears were fucked. Like the next day, I remember I went to Open Mat the next day, and my ears were fucking destroyed. I can't even see it. It looks like I have like some kind of injury in there, and they're like draining fluid with this.
Exactly. How does that look good?
Does it look like hearing aids? Yeah, they really should make these a little more sleek.
I think they just
You
look
know?
like really dumb. Like, I think it would be cool if they like lined your ear like a hearing aid or something.
Why? Because it at least looks like I have like a disability. and
Well,
an excuse
that
to
just
wear
looks stupid. Like, it's literally just sticking out of your ear.
Well, maybe they think I'm like an incognito, like tech guy that's helping produce the concert.
I
yeah,
think you should definitely have one of those.
I'll
Every
hit
once in a while.
every like 20 minutes. I'll be like, oh yeah, sounds good, Bill.
And then just jam out. And people are like, oh
Yeah.
shit, okay, I was going to make fun of him, but actually that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I think you should do one ear, one out.
Why did we buy seats? Because they were saying that like
We ran out of general admission.
that's what I thought, which is the standing on the floor.
Yeah.
Because David was like, I paid for seats. I'm not going to go on the floor.
Well, I
'Cause-
think even in general, I think maybe seats were more expensive.
Oh.
But I don't even think I got to see the price for general admission.
Yeah.
But
But you know what makes up for me looking goofy with this
is your cum shirt Flapper Zombies merch?
I was just telling Jaime I need to wash my merch tonight because one of them is covered in semen. I use it as a cum rag, and then the other one I think I might have done the same thing with.
Dare
or
you?
it's just
How dare you use
I think
that
it's almost
merch?
respectful because it's like I am using your merch for one of the purposes that I value so highly in this life. Is sexual intercourse.
I think they
mean?
respect
It's
it more if, like,
partaking.
you used it as like a weed tray table thing.
That's
or
disrespectful.
Like a do them.
Michi Darko, you don't think he would support using his shirt as a semen receptacle? He's the dark one.
I love that fucking nickname.
The dark one.
The
He
dark
has so many names.
What is the?
And I love that because he's saying like his words, not mine. That he's physically the darkest one.
Yeah.
But also like
The dark
he's the
one.
dark
The
one
black
that raps about the dark stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. What is another one? Michi Darko.
Jesus Christ.
Fleeces Christ.
I'm not the father.
Yeah.
What
Himiny.
the fuck else? He has so
He
many.
has so many.
I'm not the father, aka Jesus Christ, aka
The dark one.
the dark one, aka
Dartho? Does he ever say Darko?
Darko. I think so.
Darko.
Michi Darko.
Michi Dark.
Damn it! I know there's more.
I haven't
Damn
listened to
it.
him in a while.
Yeah, that's always how it is before I go to a concert. I don't listen to them for
I
like
gotta
a
listen
minute.
to their Better Off album like 20,000
I think the cool
times.
thing is that because I feel like whenever I see an artist or whenever they start touring, it's because they just released like a new album, but they haven't. It's like an old ass album. It's the 10-year anniversary of one of their like old SoundCloud albums that they're like touring for. So I'm like, that's nice because it's like shit that I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know it by heart, but I know the gist.
I wish they would do an album too with the Clockwork Indigo album.
Oh my god, dude,
That
so
one would be
hard.
trippy.
So hard.
That one would be fuck you up. Like I think the
Dude.
noise would fuck you
I
up.
would love that.
You
Would
know.
love that. Do you ever think like their fans are probably so crazy that they just start like killing people or like hitting people
I definitely think I could see some white people crazy in there.
and all their fans are fucking white, which
Yeah,
is crazy. And I always
because-
wonder how they feel about that
I think
because they're all.
I think they don't
black.
mind and they're probably sick, but I think there's something special about having your own little people too.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sure they're kind of like, man, I wish.
it's a lot of like white stoner kind of like drug.
But I mean, that's all
hippie
love, I
kinda
guess.
guys.
You know, it's all
Yeah.
love, and they're the ones that die hard support. You know.
Yeah.
And I think when you talk about like LSD and like, because there are a lot of like experimental drug use, or
Yeah,
like
in
just
their
drug
songs.
use and like, especially before, like think about 10 years ago, they were talking about it when it was like pretty
Yeah.
still like scared and frowned
Weed's
upon.
illegal and shit.
But the only
Yeah.
people who do were like fucking white people who like didn't give a shit. And, you know? So
Yeah. When I went to Guitar Center to get these earplugs.
they're like, oh yeah, you must be like a guitar player going on tour or something, right? Oh, you're going to a concert for how long? Like a 5-day thing? One. All right. Are you like one of the audio guys? Oh, just in the very back on the balcony. I don't even know if they get that much down there. You sure? I don't even feel right giving this to you.
I remember specifically when we saw them, I was so fucking high because I hit Andrew's joint a few times. And I remember like they performed for like 3 hours when we saw them, which was insane.
Yeah, dude. And they just
played
kept going.
one song three times throughout the
That's
whole
so
show, which
sick.
was so sick. It was a banger.
And they sing it, man.
Yeah, they don't have like the track playing in the background, which is nice. They actually sing it. There's no voice playing that they're just like.
And they're
"Ugh."
screaming it. It's not like a singing,
Yeah,
like
they're
a
fucking sick, man.
you know,
Yeah.
like a Faye Webster.
Are we seeing them on the first day? Because they haven't posted shit.
It's their first tour. Their
Oh,
first
wow.
tour. So I feel like
First
they're gonna
concert?
go hard because they're
I
rested.
hope so.
They're ready.
They're like, all right, we're just working out the kinks, so this is gonna be kind of a shit show.
That's what I'm kind of scared of.
Right?
Like they don't know how to plan. Like you line shit out
someone
during the
falls off
tour.
the
Like as
stage
someone
and
who's
shit.
done multiple tours, you line shit out after the second, third, fourth, fifth one. You know.
Yeah.
First one's the shittiest one. Though. Like,
Yeah, you want to be middle. I think middle, because towards the end they're probably tired.
Yeah, and by the end they don't even give a fuck about you, except for the last one.
Oh yeah.
The last one they go
you probably
hard.
go
They
hard,
just
right?
leave everything they can. You know.
When I walked into Guitar Center, it's my first time in there my whole life, right? Guitar.
Yeah.
So I did not know where to go at all because there's like 3 rooms to that place.
Did you let them know that I brought a guitar from them,
So
like,
many
2 months
no,
ago?
I didn't. But there was a fat fucking room of guitars, and I wanted to just stare at them. But there was like workers all around there, and I didn't want them to be like, "What do you need? What do you play?"
Nah, they were pretty chill. Because even when I was in there, they asked me like maybe twice,
No, really.
and then people were playing inside in there like
yeah,
hard.
a lot of people. Piano. I heard like 2 different guitars playing. I was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
But hella workers in there, And I started looking in this aisle, like just trying to see like any type of ear equipment, you know. And this worker like comes into the aisle, and like immediately he comes in the aisle. He looks at me. He's like, "Nice hair," and he just kept walking. I was like, "Oh wow,
Oh, nice,
you
a
know,
win."
It's kind of nice. Yeah, you win some."
And then you look in the mirror and there's just hella fucking shit in your hair. You're just being sarcastic.
But I was like, wow. And he just kept walking. Like, it wasn't even like, it's just such a nice little, like, oh, wow, bam. I'm like, damn, you know?
Nice.
'Cause I feel like if I compliment somebody, I'm thinking about it for like a few minutes before I say it. Or at least like 30 seconds, you
I
know?
can see that, yeah. I did that a lot with like cash registers or what is it? What is it? Register people?
Yeah. The
Not
checker?
registered people. That'd be different.
The checkers? Is that what you call it?
I don't think so.
Checker. I'm a checker. Check out.
Mind if I check you out? Ooh, looking good. Want to play a little bit of checkers?
The grocery store clerk. The checkout clerk.
The godfather of registry.
The register worker. At Kohl's, they call it the POS,
POC?
which is slang for piece of shit. But in the store, they call it the point of sale, which is just the register.
That doesn't even make sense.
I hate that they have all this fucking lingo.
I
There's
hate
so much of
I
that
hate
at
company
Kohl's,
talk
like,
too, yeah.
right? It's
Like
like,
SSRS and like
bro, just
It's a
tell me to
ship,
handle the
but-
shipments, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking do this. We don't need all this shit,
yeah, bro,
you
we're
know?
corporate.
But yeah, do you ever compliment people in public like that at random?
Yeah, usually if it's like they have
Random
like something
people?
different. Yeah, I'm like, oh, nice hair or
No,
nice
you
nails
don't.
or
Really?
I haven't done it in a
Strangers?
while, but
Or
I
at
used
work?
to. No, like strangers. Real quick, while I have your attention, I'm just gonna say the only sponsor of the pod, unless you want to change that and become the second sponsor, Mosaic. Mosaic Apparel is founded by the bear fighting, cold shower enthusiast, stargazing Thiago Ricci. He started this company because, like a mosaic, which is a bunch of little small things, little small glasses, pieces, creating this beautiful piece of art. Same with community. All these individual pieces together make something very beautiful. So he created Mosaic with that message in mind, and he sells shirts, hoodies, hats, sweats, long sleeves, everything else in between. And if you use code COZY, COZY in all caps, again, COZY all caps, you get 10% off and an additional 10% off if you sign up for the newsletter and like purchase something for the first time. So it's 20%. So you're getting a shirt for like $18 with the little extra sprinkle of free shipping. So for sure, $18, no taxes or anything like that. Too much. If you're in the 209 area, you get a free shipping. Yeah, so go check them out. Link will be down in the description below. Yeah, enjoy the show. We're probably talking about how Chris is trying to protect his ears like he's fucking...
So you compliment strangers?
Yeah.
Like someone you don't know at all. You're just in the grocery
I'm
store.
just like, oh, nice this and nice that and whatever.
How do you approach them to do that?
No, it's like quick. Like I just noticed it and I just want to say it. And I'm like, oh, nice shirt. Like recently, like a few months ago, I think this guy had like a tattoo of like some video games. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, nice video game tattoo. And then I was like, oh, are you
Oh.
going to play the new Spider-Man? And
Oh, wow.
oh, this shit. And then you just
I
like...
feel like women compliment each other like so much more than men would ever compliment each other.
Yeah. Well, I feel like what it's hard to compliment, man. Like,
Why?
nice football shirt.
Well, I feel like that's where men do it the most. Is like, oh, the Steelers,
Yeah,
go Steelers.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Oh, I watched the game last night.
But that's like older men.
Yeah, like 30s.
I feel like men just have too much pride and they're just weird about each other, you know?
Yeah.
You know what's happening when I went to go eat?
I'll do that too with like, sorry, just more important.
Whatever.
Like I'll do that too, like if with like facial hair or hair. I'd be like, oh, nice stash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know.
Nice. And do they ever compliment you back, or they're like, coming from you?
Like, oh, huh? Nah, they're usually just like, oh, thank you, and then just on with the day.
Nice.
It's not like a competition, like a compliment off.
Do you think facial hair is more common, or like no facial hair in America? Men.
Facial hair, because I think it's harder to not like. I think it's rare and weird for people who do not even be able to grow a beard. You know, and
Okay.
it just kind of shows the
Would you consider what I
decline in
have?
testosterone, and
Drop
maybe that's
off.
why the male life expectancy has dropped a couple of years. You know,
Yeah.
to 78 from 78 to 76,
It's 73 from 76.
76 to 73.
It was 76 and now it's
That's a
73.
3-year drop off.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Did you fact check that?
In the United States, the men's life expectancy has dropped by 3 years to
Did you
73.
see that? Like there was like
Kinda
this
young,
big
no?
revolt.
Your dad's 66. He's getting there. you
Okay,
know?
Jesus.
That's something to think about.
Well, what can I do?
Well, Put a little more pep in his step.
Maybe a little more care in my talk.
Let me find the statistic here.
That sucks.
Life expectancy in the U.S. has fallen from 78.8 in 2019 to 76.1 in 2022.
It's kind of crazy because that's exactly what I said before you corrected me.
It's not. Okay, hold on, wait. Now U.S. men live an average of 73 years, nearly 6 years shorter than American women. This is the widest gap since 1996.
Shit, he got me there.
Yeah, bitch.
73, man. That's a big drop off. I wonder why.
It's kind of scary, man.
I'm sure like the comments are like. Just
we
guessing.
Are how far from that? One third of the way
times.
almost.
Yeah, because what are we? 23.
God.
I'm 23.
I'm gonna be 25 next
46,
year. I'm 1/3 of the way.
69. Wait, what are you? 24?
Yeah.
24, 48,
Oh.
60, 72. Yeah, three times.
That's crazy. Do you think I've accomplished enough in 1/3 of my life?
You're alive.
Yeah.
It's more than most.
Amen, brother. You know what I was thinking is when I was driving here, I went to my mom's to eat some fried chicken earlier. She makes some banging fried chicken and potatoes and gravy. And I went to eat it before the pod. And I was driving back, and I was turning that corner right there, like onto my street. And there's like, I think there's a few new people that have moved into like several houses around that corner area. And every fucking time I drive by, like I'm just driving by, and they have to like.
Really?
The whole fucking way.
It's not even a quick.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
You expect this like, and then
And I think I've never waved to them for some reason. Because
Really?
usually if somebody's looking like that, I'll give them a little wave just to be like,
Yeah.
let's settle this right here. You know?
like I live here.
I'm a friendly. You know?
Yeah.
But
And you with the gimp suit on?
get out. Oh my God.
And I'm in the back like, and I come up like, it'd be such a good prank. Yeah.
Until somebody beats your fucking ass because they think.
Oh, they call the cops in 2 seconds with the license plate number.
But I'm just like, what is that? You know?
But
Why?
you didn't wait to them. Why?
The whole time. I don't know why. I think it's just like they stare at me and I'm just like, I don't know. I just felt kind of.
Sometimes you get like resentful where you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know? Like you're like, I live here.
Or I think it's just like the first like 2 or 3 times went by where I didn't wave. So I'm like, it's almost like a precedent now where it's like, I'm just not waving.
Well, now it's a
know?
standoff.
Do you think I should just wave and kind of.
Yeah, give them the old.
You do that shit all the time. Anytime we pass like a fire truck or like a cop,
Yeah.
I'm always like,
Yeah.
for no fucking reason.
Or if like we had to like scoop by, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's a narrow road
yeah,
and you had to let me and I let you.
They're
and I
directing
just go,
traffic.
You know? I just like the little wave, like, hey, I'm friendly.
I think you're like an overly nice driver.
Probably.
Like just a little too much.
I mean, I think small gestures like that make the world go around, you
A
know?
little bit of a better place, huh?
Yeah.
Like the compliment.
And the fact that you think that's overly kind, just what does that make you?
What do you do at a 4-way stop? Are you like the person who like waves the people on, or do you just go?
Honestly, I haven't been in that situation. There's been a lot of 2-way stops now.
That's where you live, huh?
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of 4-way stops that are busy. I think I drive in not busy times.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm pretty good at like, honestly, it's really rare that I arrive at the same time. So if I do, it just depends if they're on my right. If they're on my right, I let them go. Because like that's the rules.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, if you're on my right, just go. If you're not, I'll try to beat you.
I have a shitload of 4-way stops like around me.
Yeah, when I lived here, it happened a lot.
Right? And I feel like just so often people like wave me on. And even if I get there like a second or two before them, I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
You know, it's like obvious. Or no, after them, sorry. Like, I'm like, it's obviously your turn. Like,
yeah.
why? And I started thinking, like, do you think that's like a power thing or something? It's like, oh, no, you go first.
When I wave someone off, I have like different thought processes as I do it, right? Like if I wave someone off that's like the same age as me,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool. Like we're the same age, like, you know, whatever. And if I like wave someone off that's like older than me, I'm like,
Yeah.
look, they see that like young people are still like respectful,
Really?
you know? Like I have
This
those
goes through your head?
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh
oh,
my
this is
God.
nice, you know, I'm representing.
Yeah.
So you?
Oh, wow.
You're just
No,
like,
nothing.
just go. Yeah.
Well, I never wave. The only time I wave is when it's pedestrians crossing. I'm like, go ahead. And there was like,
Yeah.
you know?
I purposefully, like if I see that we're both gonna stop at the same time, I like slow down like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
and slow
Yeah,
just super slow,
Stupid
stupid
slow.
slow, stop hella late so that like you stop before me and
Yeah,
go.
I do that shit too.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just eliminate this whole
Yeah,
fucking
there it
awkward
is.
situation.
And it works.
It's like people pleasers versus like takers, you know?
Yeah, because then you'll see those people who are like, and then, like they don't even break and they
Yeah.
go. I get pissed at that.
Well, that's also me, but like when nobody's there. I'll me roll the stop signs when no one's there.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, hopefully.
I had the story I wanted to tell from when I was a kid.
Hmm.
I don't know how I got thinking about this the other day, but I did. At like my first house that I lived at, my neighbor lived behind me. His name was Mazen. He was like the coolest. We were homies, and we would like
Mazen?
Mazen.
Was he white?
He's Middle Eastern.
Oh, that's sick.
I think. That actually hurt my balls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck. Are those the ones that eat the clothes? Oh, it's right there. Oh my god, be careful. Oh no, you're not gonna fucking trap it right now. Please. Not in my high fidelity ear. Why was that so easy? What didn't even fight? Is that the new Cozy Show mascot?
There he is. Oh, I kind of feel bad. We'll release him after the episode.
It's like having a bird in a cage.
Yeah. Sick
What should we
fox.
name him?
Did I hurt him when I hit him?
Is it a he or a her?
I've been assuming a lot of he, so let's just do her. What does her name be? What would her name be? Beatrice?
I like that.
I don't like that too.
Beatrice.
Keep her dolphin
Go up
company.
there with the killer whale.
What's the killer whale's name?
That is a good question. Sammy?
It's nice.
All right.
Beatrice and Sammy.
All right.
All right. Next.
Yeah, Mazen. It was like, this is like elementary school through like middle school is when we were like homies. And then we went to different high schools and like we moved away and then don't really talk about it. We follow each other though, which is cool. But I remember it'd just be like every day, like once I got home from school, it was like,
Just keep going.
it was like, okay, I'm just waiting for Mazen to get home and then we're going to fucking ride our scooters and skateboards and stuff, you know, and just wreak havoc. And, dude, it was the coolest fucking thing. His dad was always getting like random ass shit, but like the coolest shit. Like he would just bring home like an Xbox one day or like a fucking new bike or like he had a pocket bike. You know what those are?
Like that fit in your pocket?
No.
Oh.
A pocket bike is like a mini motorcycle for like, well,
Kids
men
kinda,
ride
right?
them, but kids too. Like it was the coolest fucking thing.
Oh,
He
shit.
brought one of those home. Like his dad was always just like bringing home cool ass shit.
Like buying them?
Yeah, like he would get them at like auctions. I think he would go to like estate sales and stuff and just buy shit, you
That's
know,
sick.
for cheap.
Mazen had money.
Well, his dad did, I guess, maybe. His dad was hella cool too. But I remember his dad brought home a fucking giant trampoline one day. Like a big ass trampoline.
Yeah.
It was the coolest shit ever. And I was over there like every fucking day jumping on this bitch, you know? And we learned like every different kind of flip you could learn. That's how I learned backflips.
Yeah, Chris was always
Yeah.
on those trampolines really well.
And I could do front flips and side flips and like I would do backflip 180s like with the spin while I'm backflipping. I got really good, you know? And
Do you think you'd like being Do you think you would have liked being into gymnastics?
probably.
I think they're so cool.
I think it would have been something I was good at because I'm so good with my kinesthesia. I want to look that up to see if I'm right. Kinesthesia. Oh my god.
Jesus.
I think kinesthesia is like one's awareness of their body in space. Kinesthesia. Because kinesiology is the study of movement.
And
Okay. Oh my
anesthesia.
god. Fucking, I couldn't have said it better. Kinesthesia. Awareness of the position and movement of the parts of the body by means of sensory organs in the muscles and joints.
Nice. So like,
So I think I have really good balance and like.
if you're in
know-
a tornado, you know where you're at.
Oh yeah.
In regard,
I would cling to the nearest cow and just.
ride it.
Exactly.
Ow, and then let it take the fall.
I love it was always a cow, like in the cartoons.
Yeah.
The tornado. It's always like a cow, then like a house and a car.
Ooh.
But we were over there on the trampoline one day, and I think Mazen was kind of being a bit of a dick, because I remember I kept wanting to like I was doing my flips, and I think he kept acting like he was gonna like jump in my way or like hit me while I was in the air, and I was like. There was a couple times I was going to flip and then I wouldn't, and then he would actually like go like he was going to do it. And I was like, you fucker, you know? I was like, don't fucking mess with me because I'm going to flip. And he was like, I'm done. and I went to do a backflip. I jump and I started to, and then he fucked with me, and then I just broke my rotation in the middle of the air and started flailing, and I landed completely on my neck upside down. Like straight up, like my feet were fucking straight up and my head was straight down.
Chris is always scorpioning. The scorpions, they keep on it coming.
They keep on it coming. It wasn't a scorpion though. It was the opposite. So like I might have I landed like this. Like this.
Oh, okay. Backwards scorpion.
Yeah, it was an inverted scorpion, if you will.
It was those what is it? What is those fucking bugs?
Roly-poly-olies.
Roly-polies.
So my chin was tucked like this. And like it took all, like I landed on my head.
Yeah.
And I remember my chin, like landing on my head, my chin pushed so fucking hard into my sternum.
Oh, and that's why you have
chest.
the indentation.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So like it hurt so fucking bad. And I remember thinking like I broke my fucking chest because it like this is one of the top pains in my whole life. I swear to God, it hurts so bad. And I think I had already broken my arm twice at this point. And so I was like, oh my God, not again, you know? And I was so used to getting
pissed
hurt
that she had to get off work again.
Exactly. I would get hurt all the time because I was just skating all the time and everything. And it hurt so bad. And I was so mad at Maz. And I was like, you fucking bitch. And then I went home. I was like, I'm going home. So I fucking walked through his house and around his house to my house. Yeah. And I remember walking on the lawn like to my front door, and my mom, like, she would study for like her nursing classes, like at that window right there where she could see the front yard. And it, like, I think she just came outside. She's like, what's wrong? Like, she could just tell already because I was hella like worried and shit.
You're holding your chest.
Dude, I think it felt like that right away too. It was like kind of hard to breathe a little bit, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I think I was more worried about my heart because I was like, what if it's pushing at my heart, you know? I just die.
It's just that way. It's in the middle.
And I also remember, if you guys don't know, I do have a very indented chest. I forget what it's called, but I remember when I went to have my breast reduction surgery, the doctor commented on it. He's like, oh, you have a bit of fucking anaphylaxis sternumitis. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it was called, but it was something like that. And he was like, oh yeah, it's like it's a normal thing that you're born with. Like your chest is just a little deeper, you know, and it's fine. But I remember not paying a lot of attention to it. Thank you. I remember not paying a lot of attention to my chest before that happened. And I remember after, of course, I started paying so much attention to it. And I was like, did I do that? Like, is it worse than it was before? And I remember it hurt so bad, dude. Like, I think I just bruised, like, the bone or something. And those last a while because it lasted forever. And I think me and Mazin would, like, wrestle and stuff. And I remember we were, like, wrestling one time in my house. And I think he put a lot of pressure on my chest. And I started crying because it hurt so bad. Am I leaving this one down?
I think so.
Okay. I started crying, and I was like, I think I got mad too. I was like, you fucker, like
this was
you knew my chest hurt, and you know.
Yeah.
And I remember he told everybody at school the next day that I started crying because we were wrestling.
Oh wow, what a jerk!
I know. I was like, you fucker. No bad blood, but like, you know, at that time.
Do you know who he is still?
Yeah. Well, we follow each other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He seems happy. He has a nice girlfriend, and you know, doing his thing.
Mazin B. Mackin.
Yep. But that's pretty gnarly. I remember thinking I fucked my shit up, and
scary.
It was really scary. I could have broke my neck.
Yeah, I think because I remember when I was growing up,
worst case scenario.
My friend Juan had a trampoline, and I would always be scared of like because his was
there's no net around this one.
Yeah,
I might add.
His was no net, and it had springs on the side. I think they all have springs, right?
Yeah.
And they're thick springs, like coils. Yeah. And it's just so scary. One, because there's a gap a little bit between the springs.
So your leg could fucking fall in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then also just like, you just think the spring's going to rip and fucking like kill you. You know? So I remember just being so scared all the time. But I would go on that trampoline all the time and just play.
So fun, right?
So fun. Like
throwing
crack
like the egg.
Or we just play like
Mommy,
catching and just like grab the ball and we would try to like excuse me, like, you know, tackle each other and all that stuff.
I remember, I think you were there. It was at practice one day in high school, running practice, we ran. I don't remember why. I think it must have been like at the end of the season.
I remember
or
that.
something.
That's what I was going to bring
ran,
up.
Yeah, we ran to Chino's house because he had a fat ass trampoline too.
Yeah.
So fun. But it had no net. The net, I think, is a good thing because it feels so fucking flimsy, and I don't know how much it can actually take, but like, just mentally, it's like there's a net there, you know?
Yeah.
But regardless, I think
and just fall off.
Yeah. Regardless, I think there's always those springs though, and I think the worst that ever happened was I would get like pinched by it, maybe like
yeah, like the spring
jump,
itself.
step on it, and it'd squeeze on my foot skin, and I'd be like, God damn,
Yeah.
you know? But I remember we went to Chino's. It was like the whole fucking cross country team like jumping on it, you know?
I think that was like senior or junior year.
Yeah. And we're all going crazy doing backflips and shit. And then I think Chino tried to do 2 backflips in a row, like backflip, land, backflip. And on the second one, he went like all the way across the trampoline. Do you remember this? And his leg went through one of those spring holes. And all that held, like, so he did 2 backflips across the whole surface of the trampoline. So his momentum's going this way. And his foot went in the fucking hole. And like only 1 foot. And he was hanging there. Like all the momentum. He went, ugh. And the only thing that stopped him from falling all the way to the ground was his knee. Like his calf was what was caught in the hole.
Wow.
And he was hanging by like all of his ligaments
Yeah.
in his knee. And I was like, oh my God, that could have been season ending.
Yeah.
You know? Like he was just
I think
freaking
that I remember that because I think we left after that. Like,
yeah,
we
I
were
think
just
we were like,
I think the
holy
vibes
shit,
were
that
bad
was
or
too
something.
much,
You know?
Yeah, that was fucking.
Didn't he have a
insane.
dog too? I think he had a dog, a big ass dog there for some
Dog
reason.
was so annoying.
Do you remember that I didn't have my like running pants, my running shorts or shoes? So I ran either barefoot, like with the
Oh, and
socks, or
jeans?
just my shoes.
Were you in jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ran the whole way, and it was like I think like 2 miles or something like that, or a mile.
I feel like I remember us being a dick to you for some reason. Was there a bike involved?
I can't remember. Maybe
Like I think we fucked you over somehow.
I just remember being like, "This fucking sucks for me." I just remember the whole time.
I think we told you like, oh, come with us, and it might have been somebody might have had a bike. We might have been like, oh, we'll let you ride the bike back if you
I
come.
probably fucking didn't. They probably didn't let
And
me.
then you actually ran the whole way.
He's such a jerk.
I know.
I think I kind of kept up too, which was nice because you guys
Oh
were
my
going walls to
God.
walls fast, and I think it was like only a mile.
Yeah. Speaking of running barefoot, I had this crazy ass dream. Actually, I usually take a nap before we do the pod, and I took a nap last week before we did the latex pod. And I had a fucking crazy ass dream. Before I was going to sleep, I remember thinking about this certain friend. Like, we were like besties, you know, at one point, like growing up. But like since then, we've drifted. You might not know who I'm talking about. I don't know. I actually did type it in my notes, so I'll just show you that.
Oh.
There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I remember thinking about that person as I was about to fall asleep. And what are you doing?
There's just like an air thing, and I want to grab it. I thought it was gonna land on me.
And I remember, and I hate doing that because I'm always like, okay, whatever I think about briefly before I fall asleep is I'm probably gonna dream about it, you know, because that happens a lot. And I did dream about that person because I remember feeling guilty that we've drifted before I fell asleep. I was like, man, it's kind of fucked, you know. But like, neither of us really reaches out. I think this person definitely reaches out a little bit. More than I do, which is never virtually. And so I fell asleep, and then in my dream, this friend of mine was like torturing me because I had
wow.
been a bad friend.
Oh wow.
And he was telling me like, you motherfucker, like you've like, you know, basically abandoned me, and like, you know, you give me the cold shoulder, which I don't give him the cold shoulder. I just don't really hit him up,
Yeah.
you know? And he's like, you fucker, like, you know, just mad. I don't remember specifically, but I knew that. And I remember he had me like face down on the ground and was stepping on me.
Oh wow.
And he had a gun to the back of my head.
Shit.
And I remember he had shot me a few times, like
Shit.
in my stomach and
Oh,
back.
that's awful. You're so scared.
And I think he was like kicking me and like beating me and stuff.
Wow.
And I was trying to be. I remember being scared at first, but once I was getting shot and stuff, I was like, dude, just kill me. I was like, you might just kill me. Like, don't make me suffer, you know.
Just kidding.
And then I don't remember how I woke up, but like he didn't end up killing me. Oh, I remember we went on like some, you know how dreams are. We went on some like, I think we met up with some random ass people, and we went on some like, we went to some haunted house or something, and we were like on some crazy mission or some shit, and then I ended up waking up. But I remember on the whole thing, I was like scared because like, is he still fucking mad at me? Like, what's going on? You know, like we're on this fucking quest right now, and you were just trying to kill me. So like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Then I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck? And then I was like, how do I forget that I like know jiu-jitsu and like I'd probably never end up in a position where I'm just getting like
absolutely destroyed.
Like that. Exactly. Yeah. You know, like I think your dreams really. Do you think your dreams?
I think he could beat your ass though.
He's very strong and I think he's pretty good at fighting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he would not too much context here.
Yeah.
No, whatever, but
yeah,
I think he takes like striking or used to take like
nice,
striking classes.
Nice.
I remember he was always pretty good at fighting. And
yeah.
He'd gotten a few fights and always won. So
nice.
Yeah.
Seems like the type to always win.
Yeah. He's a tough
He's a nice guy,
boy.
man.
You know, cool dude. Yeah. Miss him.
Yeah.
Did you ever have dreams? I think we've talked about this a few times, but I don't remember your answer.
Yeah. I think especially when I stopped smoking, I had more dreams. I don't really remember.
That REM sleep, baby.
That REM sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? I hate those dreams that are like really good and you wake up and you're really sad. Like it'll really change your life.
That happens rarely.
Yeah, it really happens rarely, but there is some moments where it's like either you're in like just a happy thing or your life's just totally different or like a lot better, and you just wake up and you're just like, it just fucks you up for the like next few hours.
Dude, and then you have to go straight to work, and you
it's like the complete opposite.
You go to work just like
you go to work to like that. Have you seen that Instagram influencer guy who like films his 9 to 5?
No, I'm stealing all my fucking topics.
I researched this guy, right?
You fucker.
And what he basically he films his like content.
Tell us all.
Yeah, you know, like usually like influencers, they'll film their extravagant lifestyles,
highlights. You know.
Fucking, you got your like Andrew Tates and the Tiger King, the Liver King, the Tiger King.
I was thinking more like people who are like, I work remote and I travel the world with my friends. Like this is my experience.
100% grind. Like I wake
up 100% like beautiful. And I'm like, your life is not actually.
Or
like that,
like you know, I wake up 4 a.m. workout, do all this shit, and then you're like in bed by 9. You're like, Jesus, like your day's packed.
Yeah, or like my life as a fucking business owner and I don't work for somebody else.
Yeah,
I've escaped the matrix.
So this guy is on the other side of things.
His name's, should I say his name?
Yeah.
His name is Hubs.life.
Yeah, follow him if you're into it.
Yeah.
But he basically records like his. Are you gonna link it?
Yeah.
He records like his day-to-day lifestyle, which is like pretty ordinary. Like it's basically him saying like day in the life of a guy who works 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And he like just like records himself like
getting ready for work,
waking up,
putting his laptop in his bag super sleekly, showing up to work, typing
it
on his keyboard at work,
and then just like puts it away.
Getting
off at
lunch
4:30.
at work.
Yeah.
He's like heading home at 4:30. Play with my dog for a second, take him on a walk. Sometimes he'll work out like in his backyard, just do like push-ups and stuff. And then he'll be like, eat dinner, watch Hulu, get ready to do it all again.
Yeah.
Goes to sleep. Like that's it. And like he's never smiling.
Yeah.
Ever. He's just like super like brushing his teeth. Like I feel like he does make it look just very like mundane,
yeah,
you know, and like not exciting. But his captions are always like, you don't need to escape the matrix. Like it is fine working for somebody else and having a regular 9 to 5. He's like, I love my routine. It brings me like peace and, you know, harmony because it's just my simple little life. I have structure. Like you don't need to have your own business and like all this shit, you know, that like we all want or to just not work and stuff. And the interesting thing to me is like I've been following this dude for a little while now, and now he has his own merch. He's been on like a fucking talk show.
Yeah.
Like he only had like one reel showing like those highlights, you know, and then now he's like linking shit and like his, you know how they link like, oh, Amazon link to like my discount code or whatever the fuck.
I want to make that.
I know we should do that. I think we could.
Well, we have like enough. We buy enough stuff.
Huh?
Like we have enough like experience with stuff too. Like
oh yeah, to be like, oh, check out these mics. Or
like
whatever.
These are the tripods we use. Buy them.
Or they even do it with like clothing. Like we could just wear clothing on the pod and be like, you know, in our reels, be like linked to these fucking.
Oh yeah.
You know, I guess people make hell off that. But yeah, he has that type of shit, and I'm just like, huh, because he's talking all about like, you know, how he loves his little life with his little job and his simplicity and all this, but then he's like, you know, still hustling.
Yeah.
as if he wants to be like an entrepreneur, which he literally made a whole reel saying like why it's better to not be an entrepreneur and work for somebody else, because he's like, I don't take work home. I don't think about work at home. I just clock in, clock out. I make the same amount of money no matter what, you know, all this shit. And then now here he is, you know.
Now
so
here he is.
like,
In a couple of years, he might be
it's going to be interesting to see what happens
doing
with
TikTok
them,
dances with Charlie D'Amelio.
Exactly.
You know?
Are you going to fucking go to the dark side, or what's going to happen here? You know?
See it one of those like.
So, what do you think about it?
I mean, I like the idea, of course, of like, because there is a lot of crazy shit sometimes, and like, you know, majority people aren't gonna live like crazy extravagant lifestyles.
Yeah.
Like 99% of the time, you know, people are just gonna be like, work what they work.
Yeah.
So I think it is nice because you just don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're just always seeing like how to do more. And I mean, of course, I want to do that. You know, like I want to make my day to the fullest and like do more than like just work and stuff. But
oh my god,
that was great.
Wow. Can you do the big one?
I don't think so.
I pop my big one a lot by doing something like this.
Okay.
Not the patellar tendon.
Yeah, seriously.
I go sideways with it.
Oh, dude, stop. You're
like I step sideways, and I've done it since I was a kid.
I mean,
I was looking at my broken ass
Wait,
toe the other night.
Stop.
Yeah, go for it. Stop. Oh yeah. Oh, the feet dudes are loving this shit. Oh yeah.
That's a baby one.
Oh yeah. Hey, what my our feet
Trick
sent me.
Sent you an undisclosed amount.
Our feet trick sent me an undisclosed amount of money for my birthday.
What the? I gotta do more, man.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because he talks through me, so I have more of a relationship with him.
Yeah, she should send me 12.5.
And he's like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize it was your birthday. I haven't been on Instagram." That was like 4 days ago. He was like, "Here's a little something."
Did you tell him it was my birthday?
No, I actually didn't even think about it until right now. I'm like, fuck, I should have told him. Like, oh yeah, I'm his birthday too.
Nah. Let's not milk the pig.
Yeah,
you know,
too more than it's worth.
Exactly.
To the watering hole.
Make bacon with the pig. Don't make it squeal.
I wish I was better at doing bullshit fucking things like that.
That's something my therapist said. She always has like little lines.
Dude, mine too.
And she'll be like, "Oh, you do it here, you do it there, you do it everywhere."
Oh wow.
I was like, yeah. So she's like, start doing it here, then you're gonna start doing it there, then you're gonna start doing it everywhere.
You know, it kind of reminds me of a quote from the once great Liver King. How you do anything is how you do everything.
That reminds me of another quote where it was, "You eat less than you desire, but more than you deserve."
Dude, I saw that in the movie. That's where you got it, you fuck.
Bitch, we were seeing it together.
I know, but you got it from a movie.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
The
And then you
menu.
finally saw the movie.
I saw the menu.
And you saw that? What'd you think when you heard that line? You're like,
dude,
oh,
I was
shit.
like, oh my god. And I was like, I get it now.
Yeah.
Because all this time you said it, I never got it.
Yeah.
I never fucking got it.
I don't understand.
And I
Explain
watched
well.
it. Dude, you guys should watch this movie. It's called The Menu.
Pretty cool.
It's like a thriller kind of suspense movie. Pretty cool concept for a movie.
It's
and
a
it
cool
has
concept. I love that
Emma
actor, too.
Stone in it.
Nope.
Emma Chamberlain.
Nope.
Wait. Anna Marie Callender's.
Isn't that a food?
Yeah, it's a restaurant. What's her name?
Anya Taylor
I
Johnson.
never would have fucking guessed that.
She's
I was looking,
beautiful.
her eyes are so far apart.
Yeah, she has
Like,
like
not in
a
a bad way, but I'm like,
No,
why do you look so significant?
She has like a very
you look
distinctive
distinct, yeah.
face.
And I'm like, I think it's because her eyes are set a little bit farther. She looks like a deer. She got like the deer girl
She
kind of
looks so
vibe.
good in that show. You know, she's in The Witch. She was like a kid not a kid, but I think she was like
never fucking finished that movie.
I wonder how old she was in that, because I think that was like her first acting, not her first acting gig, of course, but like.
But I won't spoil it.
Early
but
on,
basically,
before she got raw, like she's been in so many top things.
Basically, the premise of the movie, of this Menu movie, is all these rich ass fucking people that are just like disgustingly rich, and like they're just not even human anymore. They're so rich. They go to this crazy ass like exclusive restaurant on an island. And the chef basically like hates rich people now because they ruined the love of cooking for him. Because
and each one of them like represent something that he hates about it.
Yeah. And basically throughout the course of the movie, like they start realizing like, holy shit, this is like a trap. Like he brought us here to kill us all in this crazy ass like menu experiment thing. And there's this one guy, he's like just this rich like asshole brat kind of guy. And he was like trying to, I don't know, he told the waitress something, or he's trying to leave or some shit. And the waitress came over. Oh,
because he was trying to add, he's like, can I have this on the side or something? Or he wanted more of the food or something. Like he wanted it aside
Yeah.
and like, oh, we don't do that.
And she came over and she was being hella rude, but like passive aggressively rude, you know? And then she was like whispered in his ear and she was like, can you say it?
You'll eat more, or you'll eat less than you desire.
And more than you deserve.
Yeah.
You fuck. Like she was just so mean, and it was like, oh my god, such a good fucking delivery of that
That's
line.
such a good line. I gotta get that in my head because I want to say that in like something else.
You know, it reminds me of a quote I was thinking about earlier when we were going back and forth with the quotes.
I
was
know which
thinking,
one you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. No matter a grain of sand or a rock and water, they all sink the same.
Wow.
Do you remember what that was from?
Is that? Oh, that's from.
Fuck that
Old
movie.
Man.
Fuck that
You don't like
fucking
that movie?
I just hated the ending. It disgusted me.
Okay. What's it reminds me of? What's the one where it's like? It's different horns on the same goat.
Love and hate are two horns on the same goat, darling.
Yeah, nice, good one.
That reminds me of one. Excuse me. The highway to hell is paved with good intentions.
I like that one.
Joanne, my mom, dropped that on the podcast.
She made it.
Yeah.
Made that up.
My mom's full of those, dude. It's so good. If you spent a little more time with her, you'd pick up on some of her, you know.
Well, I spent a lot of time, but we're not really talking. I'm just kidding.
I knew I was setting up for something there.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker. Well, anything else?
Oh wow, that feels early.
It was a little early.
We still got like 20 minutes hitting us.
All right. What do you got? You hit me with one of the many topics you've been dropping.
All I know is your pants are fucking faded.
I dried these, I think, for the first time ever, and they were literally so black and not faded. And I think
not one.
No,
dry.
I swear to God, I hang dry them. Is what I'm saying. I've always hung them.
So it's like it was probably like just like putting makeup on.
It's like what you do to all your shirts because you're the fucking Neanderthal and you just dry everything without a care in the world, and then your sleeves are fucking up to here and you don't know why. You know,
I'm holding my sleeve because I don't want to write out.
Have you tried that?
Of course. See, I don't like that.
Aw, man.
That makes me feel
on.
gross.
You should just give it to me.
Huh?
It would be better.
Yeah.
You have freakishly long limbs too, so it's just really not working for you.
I hate this feeling so much. Like
yeah.
when I wear stuff like this, I like move my whole body
Why
so I
are you
don't.
so weird about that? Like you
I don't
hate
know.
dress shirts because of the collar or like the cuffs.
Just the material, everything. But
Feeling?
yeah, and I don't like long sleeves with tight cuffs. Like I hate that.
I've always
Feels
wanted to say
gross.
this on the pod, and I think I always get cut off when I'm starting to say it. Is there a song you could go the rest of your life never hearing again?
We talked about this.
But did we actually talk about the songs? I don't fucking remember.
I said an example that wasn't that good, and then you said your example that you've been thinking of.
What was it? I don't think we talked about this.
We did.
Well, let's do it again.
Okay.
What's yours?
You go first. I know you have one in mind.
I fucking hate when people, and you do this.
Huh?
I think you've done it like once. But I hate the song Santeria by Sublime. I just
Oh.
heard that song fucking a billion times. I'm just like, this shit is so dry and overplayed, you know? For just the whole band Sublime in general. I think I went through a phase with them when I was like 13 years old, and I can't, it's done.
Yeah, bad
Yeah.
memory.
It's just like I overdid it.
You know what song always brings me back to like a time of like 2 years ago?
What?
It's not a bad time. It's just Piedmont by Destroy Boys.
Oh, yeah.
I love hearing
Dude,
that
just
song.
hearing them in general, I always think of when I started jiu-jitsu last year. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, I just started jiu-jitsu. It was just such a fucking monumental time. And I wasn't working, and I was so happy.
Yeah.
You know? And I was just listening to Destroy Boys all the time because we were going to go to that concert. So I was like, I got to learn their music.
so bad,
They're
man.
so sick.
They're not going to tour for a while, I think. I remember
Yeah, they
Lexi
just went right
Lexi
now,
was
right?
telling me, she's like, yeah, I think they're going to do a tour in 2025. I was like, don't even talk to me about that. Who knows if it can be alive, you
I
know?
don't think that's true, bro. They tour all the fucking time.
Yeah, they're new. They
all
have
the
to.
time. You know?
Yeah.
Another one is Yo Perreo Sola. Or no. Wait, is it Yo Perreo Sola? Perreo Sola?
I'm sure. Yeah, I
By
think so.
Bad
Yo
Bunny?
perreo sola.
I fucking hate that song so much.
Oh, just because you hear it all the time.
That one, and then also on the same album, Safera. You know that one? Aquí llegó tu tiburón.
Bro, did you see the Basement Yard episode when they're talking about Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. Yeah, then he's like, artiquiti or artiquito. And he was saying it's so funny. You do the tiki, I do the freaky with the pinky.
So
and my
good,
bony. Dude, it's so funny.
But there's those fucking few songs. I'm like, I can fucking.
Yeah, there's definitely some songs where I just skip right away. I'm just like,
right.
Skip
I just think I've just heard about it at so many fucking parties, and then like. There's just so many girls like loving it. I'm like, how do you still like this song? It's like fucking been played.
I know, like it's so hyped.
Yeah, literally, like Jesus fucking Christ, you know. Should I look through my notes?
Yeah.
How down bad we are right now?
Well, I'm not feeling any type of way. I just chugged a Red Bull.
Yeah, how are those doing you?
Well, this one's. I feel like I'm pretty awake, pretty on my feet.
Cause yeah.
Oh, you saw a bear. How's that?
I was gonna say that. Do you drink them any other time besides the pod now?
No.
Really?
I think once or twice for some shit, but never for like.
Oh, like drives and stuff.
Yeah, but.
Is it hard to sleep after the pod when you drink them and shit?
Nah, but I stay up anyways. Like I'll stay up till like 11 or 12. So who knows?
Yeah.
Today I want to go to sleep early because I gotta get to work by 4:30. So I could get out by 3.
You're starting at 4:30 in the morning?
Once I could get out by 3.
Good lord. It's already 9 p.m.
Yeah, let's hurry this up.
Oh, fuck.
You saw a bear.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the trip a little bit. So we did our annual B&B birthday trip. Just got back.
Best one yet.
2 days ago. And and one thing I want to add is I just feel like alcohol, like at my age, I just can't. Like every time I drink, no matter what the fuck I'm drinking, the consequences are horrific. Like on the Halloween party we just went to, it's ever since 4th of July.
That one was bad.
4th of July, we got fucking blacked out on the podcast. Go watch it if you haven't. Fucking, that was the worst hangover I've ever had. I've talked about it ad nauseum, no pun intended. But I threw up for like the whole next day, diarrhea for like 3 days after that.
Yeah, Chris thought he was dying.
Then we drank again for Lindsay's birthday in August. I fucking face planted into the ocean. Destroyed my face.
That was a
fattest
good drunk.
headache.
That was such
just
a good
so
drunk.
sad the rest of the ride home and day. And not for me.
Yeah.
Because I fucked my shit up. And I was just worried that because I knew I had a concussion. The next time I've drank was on Halloween or like around, we went to a Halloween party. I got pretty faded.
That one I got
Pretty damn
super faded.
We both
I
did.
blacked out
Really?
by the end of the night.
Holy shit.
Well, I think I fell asleep.
I was
too.
damn near. Like I was starting to forget details, you know? A lot of hard liquor. And
they're,
at first
they're lucky I was drunk because I was going to beat some ass with some other knowledge
Heads
that
were
I didn't
gonna
have.
roll. Yeah.
But, we kept it simple.
People just want to be us so fucking
Just know we got
bad.
haters.
We got haters. And if you got haters, that means you're doing something right. You know
I
what I'm
hate
saying?
the haters talk so much. It makes me
too.
feel so gross.
But
we got 'em.
There was some tea at the. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers watching our moves.
All of them.
Letting their food get cold. Watching our food.
I was like, okay, maybe it's just the fucking hard liquor. Because on this Halloween party, I drank hard liquor again. I wanted to throw up so bad when I got home. Like, my stomach was hurting so fucking badly. I was literally at the toilet on my knees with my fucking hands and head in the bowl. And then I couldn't throw up, so I ate, and then I felt a little better. But the next day, I was so nauseous the whole day. Like, I want to go to jiu-jitsu, I couldn't, because I just kept getting fucking nauseous, like waves of nausea. So I was like, motherfucker, I'll just try to drink, like, beer and seltzers from now on, or, like, mixed shit, you know? So at our fucking B&B, each night I was drinking, like, beer and then maybe, like, a seltzer. And I think the second night I had one shot. Both nights, my fucking head hurt so bad. And I was just like, this is just not fucking fun. The first night was okay. I did have a bit of a headache. But the second night was so fucking bad. I was just like, my fucking stomach hurts, my head hurts, like, and I didn't even get like that faded. And I just drank fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it was like all the other stuff.
What?
A lot on your mind.
Yeah, and not a lot of, well, I mean, we slept okay, but like,
Not great.
you know, kind of exhausting.
You don't expect to sleep good at a B&B trip. You know, you expect maybe 6 hours, hopefully. I got 9 both.
But I'm just like, man.
Well, maybe you just have to keep
fucking-
experimenting.
My
Like,
stomach was hurting
I
so
think you just gotta like
bad.
keep like you try the beer, maybe that didn't work. You try the seltzers.
Mhm.
Maybe next is like wine. You know,
Wine's never done me wrong.
and then after that you could try like the frozen. I wanted to buy those at the party. For
Oh,
like
the
the
little water
frozen
pop things?
alcohols.
After the Halloween party too, I was shitting so
Ketamine.
much the next. I was shitting.
Maybe drugs, because I mean,
Maybe.
it won't hurt your stomach
Will it hurt my mind and my soul?
if you don't think about it. Your soul's good. Now maybe your mind.
I did want to smoke weed really bad at that party for some reason.
You think I'm gonna get secondhand smoke at the concert?
No. Well, it is
Well,
indoors.
it's indoors, and bro, last time, even out,
Everybody was rolling up.
it was smoky. It was a smoky season.
I got a legitimate secondhand high after jiu-jitsu, like last year with
when they're in the car.
Yeah, because fuck was like smoking like a goddamn chimney at that time.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, come in the car and just sit," because they
Can
knew
we
I didn't
bleep
smoke.
that? Actually, we're not supposed. No one's supposed to know that.
Still? What does
Well,
it matter now?
Oh yeah, never mind. I mean, he's no. Nah, bleep it.
Ah, god
Just
damn
bleep
it.
it.
Okay. Well, this person.
Yeah.
They knew I didn't smoke, but they'd be like, "Just sit in the car while we hotbox it," And I'd be like, "Whatever." Which, in looking back, I should have just been like, "Nah," because it's like, what am I benefiting? I'm spending time with you guys, but you're just getting fucking faded as hell. And like, my hair was so long at that time, so remember, my hair would just smell so bad like weed when I got home, and I was like, my sister's gonna like, which doesn't matter, but like, she's gonna think I'm a stoner or something, My clothes would smell so bad. I was just like, God, and I would always have to breathe like this because I didn't want to get high. And then.
This is the third time I fired on this pod.
That was a good one.
That was nice.
Did you fart like that the other times?
No, they're like
They're quiet?
Yeah.
But yeah, this time that I sat in with them, this is the last time I ever did it. I got high and I was like, holy shit.
I think I remember because you drove home. And you said it
Yeah.
was kind of nice though, right?
It was really nice. It was nice because it was such a subtle, like, I was definitely high. Like, I wasn't like, I can't tell. I was like, I'm fucking high right now.
I think I'm going to get
I knew
secondhand
it.
high and I'm scared.
Why? Because
Well, I think it'll be good. I think I'll be fine. Well, I don't know. If I realize I'm high, I might be scared.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel good because I'm not like actively smoking. So I don't
Yeah,
feel like I
it's like
technically.
It's
Because for me now, it's not even the fact that I'll have a bad high. Like, I'm not even scared. Like, if I smoked right now, I think I'd have a good high, maybe. Or a bad one. Who knows? But it's not that. Now it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a alcoholic where it's like.
taking a sip again.
Yeah, it's like, wow, yeah, you might have a sip, like a little drink, or you might have like a good little drinky time, but you could just keep going now,
Yeah.
Or you could just do it. So I'm
you're
scared
that you're going to fall back into that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, actually, smoking isn't that bad. And then I just start smoking again, and then it, who knows what's down the line.
Derails your life.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
even want to do it ever.
I remember enjoying it a lot because I was like,
But I think if I do get secondhand, I'll feel, because I'm at a
I'm
concert. and all that
secondhand.
stuff.
Why don't I just? I have no choice but to just enjoy this now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in the concert, what am I gonna do? Like
And I remember listening.
put nose plugs.
Yeah. I remember listening to music on the way home, and the music just sounded so fucking good. And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm so happy right
You're
now.
over the balcony, you just fucking fall off. We're trying to tell you to stop. You're on the edge, and you can't hear us. Thank God. Well, it's seats. It's seats.
I can hear
on the-
everything. I've been doing a whole podcast with it.
It's seats on the balcony, which sucks.
On the balcony? We're like right there.
No, we're like sitting now, or like standing on your
We
seats.
sat the last time too, and it's weird sitting at a
Didn't
concert.
we move to the front? Or we could have. Were people doing it? I think we could have because we were pissed. Because we were like, fuck. Or we did it way too. No, we never
I think we
did
waited
it.
too long. And we just didn't do it.
Yeah. But we did on one time. One time we did it. I remember we moved to the front and I took initiative and I was like, let's go. And we did it and it worked out.
I don't feel the vibes. I always get nervous to go to the front for some reason.
Well, I don't know. You
I
guys
think
were
part of
thinking
it is
about-
always because I'm like, I know it's gonna fucking blast my fucking ears.
Oh, we did it with Destroy Boys.
You know? Yeah.
We just kept
for
pushing to the
sure,
front.
Yeah.
And you
Like,
were like,
right
lead
up
it, lead
there.
it. And I was like, fuck it. And I went in there and I just
Did
let
you?
it. Yeah, because I think you were next to me.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I was like, eat.
What were we talking about before that? I feel like there was a point I was making.
Secondhand high
Oh yeah, when I got secondhand high, it was just nice.
and not drinking.
I remember trying to play my guitar too, and it was like really hard to play the guitar because I was like, I just can't fucking focus.
Yeah.
Like I'm so new that it's not just like automatic,
Mhm.
And I just kept fucking up, and I got frustrated, and I stopped. I was like, let me just listen to music and watch. At the time, I was watching. What's the British show? Peaky Blinders.
Oh, yeah.
Peaky fucking Blinders. Your wife's a whore.
What is it? Arthur.
Ah,
Yeah.
Alfie.
Alfie. Alfie.
Yeah. Oh, we saw a fucking bear at the
Oh,
B&B.
yeah.
That's what I was going to fucking say. It's crazy because Lindsay had been telling me, she's like, no, like they said there were bears here, like in the description or something of the B&B. And I was like, yeah, whatever.
But usually they have like bear signs, no?
Yeah. And there was not a one.
Not a one.
And
Not
I
even a
remember-
deer crossing sign.
Nothing. No wildlife of any sort, and I don't remember seeing a lot of wildlife.
No
Maybe
ducks
I
or
heard
anything.
some birds, but like
Birds are tripping.
that's it. No squirrels, no nothing.
Yeah.
And we're like not in the mountains yet. We're kind of like in the hills still. So I was like, I feel like bears are in the mountains. At least like that's where I've seen them like growing up and shit. But Lindsay was like so adamant, like there's fucking bears, because I kept wanting to go look at the stars at night, which we did. Fucking immaculate.
Crazy.
I'll say. It was so fucking cold though, which was bad because it was like you couldn't really enjoy it because you're just freezing.
Well, as someone who's exposed themselves to cold temperatures, I was cold at first, but by the end, my heart rate was at a low 82. I feel like.
When was the last time you took a warm shower?
Well, this trip because I was.
Yeah, but that's
with
different.
someone.
That's different.
Like,
Like alone.
and I had to and I wasn't forced to because there's been like a couple
Like
times
you
where I'm like,
you chose to.
because maybe since I got hands, mouth, and foot disease, hands, foot, and mouth disease.
Fuck.
Remember that?
I forgot about that.
It was like fucking like what 6-8 months ago.
Yeah.
I was just so down bad. Like it was like I wanted to get clean and I was avoiding it, and it would hurt to like take a cold shower because I did it once
And you're like, fuck.
and it was just awful because I was sick.
Yeah.
Everything hurt.
Weren't you sick? And you had, I think you.
You had a
I
head.
think you were sick. You had ringworm from jujitsu.
Yeah.
And then you had fucking hands,
So
foot,
I was
and
like,
mouth
dude,
disease,
honestly, this is
which is
hurting
like
me.
an infant, like young kid kind of disease where
Yeah.
you get like bumps, just like little like sores, I guess,
Yeah.
on like your hands, feet, and mouth, head,
And my mouth was
head,
fucked for
hands,
some
and
reason.
feet.
Hands, feet, and
Your
mouth.
canker
disease.
sores probably for some.
My
no
mouth.
reason
I
at all.
remember my mouth was messed up. Like I think I had shit in my mouth.
Fuck.
You know.
You were down so bad.
Dude, and I was like, I gotta take a warm shower because like I needed to relax.
Yeah.
So that was fair.
totally
that doesn't
makes
count.
sense. I think sick, you're welcome to do it.
But honestly, a lot of times I have been sick and I'll still take a cold shower.
Yeah.
Like that was a big one.
Oh, shit.
And I think that's honestly it
Since what? Like
since
last
last
summer?
October.
Damn.
Yeah, because I think it was like
You
I
went
think
harder
I, like,
than me with this.
I
That's
think
crazy.
September or the month before that I was playing with it, like doing it, not doing
Yeah.
it, doing it, and I think at one point I was just like, I'm gonna do it,
Yeah.
and then I just never stopped.
That's nuts. Because I remember I started that.
I want to do a post about it, but I feel so head ass.
No,
but like
do
I
it.
like
Do it.
the Casey shit. Like she'll post.
You should do a reel of you just naked getting in and out of the shower.
I wanted to do like a video of like the different ways I do it because there's still
to
different
make
reactions.
it a little funny.
Yeah, but like just like also like even though I'm a year in, it's still sometimes
Still
I'm just
hard.
like sometimes I'll like hype myself up and go in,
God,
or sometimes
man.
I'm just like, or sometimes I'm
Yeah.
just like, you know, like there's just different ways. It's not
Yeah.
like just you don't have to do a certain way. You just have to get in. You
I don't
know?
think I've taken a cold shower in like 1 or 2 months.
Really.
Yeah, because I used to take them. I used to take them a lot when I was in a hurry. Because I'm like, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to like not do it. So let me just do a cold shower. Bam,
Yeah.
bam. You know, like I'll force myself to do it. But I think since it's gotten cold outside, like I've been like, nah.
I feel like I haven't
Hot showers.
even been feeling the difference with it being cold outside. Like my room's definitely colder, which is the only thing
Yeah.
that sucks because like
Dude, it's still warm as hell. Like it
Yeah.
gets cold at night and in the morning
it's
somewhat.
still warm.
But like
day.
in the day, it's like I'm in short sleeves.
yeah,
you know?
which is nice.
Yeah. It's
because
California, baby.
It's gonna be cold for a while.
Probably in like January, February,
Come on, Chris. December.
March, December. I
It's-
just don't want it to. How is this time change treating you? That's what I want to talk about too. Thoughts, feelings, emotions.
Honestly, I can't.
Maybe
Really
we could
tell.
save that for the Pursuit of Coziness therapy pod.
Yeah,
that we
let's
also
save
are
that up.
posting.
All right, guys. Well,
No,
thanks
I'm still
for-
talking. So
oh,
yeah, when we were at the B&B, we saw this bear. Bitch, we saw a bear. Lindsay kept saying there's bears, and she was scared when we were like looking at the stars. I was like, babe, like no, there's not. You know, we're fine.
yeah. You're the bear.
I'm the fucking. If they need to be scared about here, it's me,
Yeah.
because I'm laying down the law in this relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and you can believe
Bears
that.
are scared of you.
Mm-hmm.
The girl bear is telling the male
Bear.
because I don't want to say female, but I should have because
Boar?
it's an animal.
Yeah.
It's a female bear was telling the male bear, "Hey, careful, there's humans around."
You know what's crazy is like when you watch those like nature shows or like hunting shows or anything. I don't know if you ever have, but like we call a cow, but they also call like it depends if it's male or female. But like an elk, I think it's like a female elk. They call a cow.
What the hell?
You didn't know that?
Nah.
Or or like just all sorts of like different animals. Like they call it like a cow or a calf or a fucking like a
Like the proper, like they don't just
like
say like a
horse
cow's
is
a cow.
a horse is a mare. Like a male horse, I think, is a mare,
Yeah.
and the female horse is what is it?
Stallion.
Is the female horse a mare?
Yeah, because I think a male horse is a stallion.
No, I think a male horse a Mustang, or is that just a specific type of horse?
Yeah, it's a specific type of horse.
Fuck me.
Spirit.
Anyways, it's like that for so many different animals. Like,
Yeah.
they fucking do that, and it always throws me off.
I think it's cool though.
Anyways, it was the second night we were at the B&B, and me, Lindsay, Lexi, and Taylor all went on a food run to go pick up like what we ordered for the whole house to eat. And our Airbnb was like really secluded, like deep in the fucking hills, like middle of nowhere. And so like it was this crazy ass like windy little road to get out. And sure enough, like we're driving down this road and we turn this corner and we're going like downhill. And up ahead, there's this like little fucking house. It was like this really interesting little like abandoned house. It was like it had a bathroom and then just one room. It was like a studio house, but it was like old as fuck.
It was small.
It was so crazy. I'm gonna put a picture. Just
like
so people
if
can
you
see.
lay down at the foot of the front door, you're reaching to the top, you can hit the back door. Like that's how much depth
it was
had.
like one room of a house, but it was
Yeah.
abandoned, like graffitied inside and shit. And we went in it the night before.
It's right off the road.
And I remember being scared to go in it the night before. I kind of stayed outside. I don't know if you noticed that, but you guys were all
did.
inside because I was just like, I don't want to get like possessed by some evil fucking spirit or something that's
Sorry, I touched this pimple and it hurt.
in here. And I remember peeing outside while you guys were doing like a photo shoot inside, and I was hearing so many fucking noises.
Can you put a picture of it?
Huh?
Can you put a picture of
I
it?
did, bitch. Now you're gonna throw off the whole thing.
Sorry.
I was peeing outside and I heard so many goddamn noises, like in the bushes and like all around, and I was getting fucking scared. Like
He was stumbling. That's how scared he was.
legit, like footsteps and shit. And I was like, oh my fucking god! So I just stayed so close to the car.
And
'cause
you
I was
didn't tell
scared.
us.
You guys are doing your own thing.
But how about like, hey, careful guys, I hear something.
I don't think you guys gave a shit, and I think I vocalized how scared I was a few times. And you guys,
I don't
no
think
comment.
I heard you.
And then that's
We're
where we
having
saw the
fun.
bear the second night. We
That's
were driving
nuts.
right, literally in the front yard of that house. It was like right there, just looking around. And once we came, it like walked across the street and went across the street into
Just
the bushes.
Imagine we were in the house,
Dude.
all of us, and like you were too. You didn't stay outside.
Fucking bear.
And you see a bear at the window. I think we all panic immediately.
Because the windows are open, the doors, there's no door.
Yeah,
there's no windows.
I think we try to run out, and it runs with us, and it kills us before we get to
Big
the door.
ass fucking
Like,
bear.
what do we do? Do we
It
just
was a
freeze,
fucking
or do we
big
just all? Do you
boy.
think we all start? Do you think we could coordinate fast enough to start like saying like, let's all scream? Because I think I'm really like, oh fuck.
I
You know,
think
we'd
I'd
like-
I'd be like scream on 3, you know, and then just scream.
But you really think so? You really think you can
Well,
do
that's what you're
that?
supposed to do. Is
Yeah, but do you think? Hey, there's 5 of us.
yeah, we
And
do.
Noel.
Come on, Noel wasn't there.
He wasn't.
It was replaced with
Oh,
David, so
fuck.
that's not much of a threat.
Bro,
No offense.
four members of the or 3 members of the group are below 5'7". The bear's killing us. I'm the only hope.
Us. I think the bear would kill one person. It would
And then
attack one person, and everybody else would either run or start throwing shit at it. But what
We
is
have
there
nothing to throw.
The phones.
Our clothes. I
Some.
poke the shit out of its eye.
You're not getting that close. I know you.
But he's
You're not
eating
getting close.
something.
You're probably fucking pushing us all and running.
I am pushing.
Dude, in the haunted house, I saw your true colors. This moth has been flying around in here.
I'm so happy he's still alive. I'm
So-
so sad that like I don't want him to die before I
we'll
let him
set
out.
him free. Maybe we'll record it for the pod.
Yeah.
But
We'll insert it right here. What we do.
yeah, big old bear. I saw the eyes first because it was nighttime. Something like 7 p.m. too, but it gets dark so goddamn early, you know. I saw the eyes and I was like, holy shit, that's a bear. And fucking Lexi and Lindsay were like, no, it's not. And I was like, look, it's a fucking bear. And it
It's
was.
so
It was
funny.
like,
What'd they do?
just walked across the road and they're like, be careful. Like, what if it fucking attacks the car? And
It's
I
my
just,
car
like,
too.
I just honked as we were going by, kind of like, you know, let it know.
I'd be so scared, but I'm so jealous.
Dude,
I would
so
love
cool
to
seeing a bear.
I would love to see a bear when we're in that haunted house and like survive, and it would just been such a good story
God.
and like a thrill.
Yeah.
Like you survived
It's
a bear
so cool
attack.
seeing a fucking bear, man. Oh, like in the empty house or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd been sick.
but dude, we'd be so
I
scared.
was
Chris.
so hyped,
like
bro.
you can't. I don't think you could escape in that house
No. You have to climb up on that little shelf thing or something.
because it's so small that if he's at the window, he could reach you at the door.
I don't think it would have done anything. There's so
I think
many
he comes
of us.
in.
Because why was it there when we saw it? Like, I wonder, like, there's no food there.
What? But there was like stuff like people like lived like stayed there like homeless people
I don't
kind of.
think so.
So I think they, like, might have
fucking buddy was
left-
out there. It's so secluded.
No, but I'm
So
saying they
far
might
from
like
the
be
town.
leaving like residue every once in a while. And they
Maybe,
come
and
and
some
eat it,
kind
or
of
like
smells.
it's just the crossing
My
area.
fucking leg is cramping.
Man, dude, that's scary. All right.
Last thing I want to talk about for the trip,
Yep.
we went on a bike ride the second day.
Oh yeah, nice.
They had hella bikes at this B&B. So cool. Like, I haven't rode a bike like that with my boys since I was hanging out with Mazen, you know? And it was like,
It's been a minute.
It was so fucking fun. There's a frisbee golf course next to the B&B. There's just endless like trails and like hills we're going down so fast and like
You're flying.
cool little like sculptures and shit everywhere. And there's this fat ass like rocket thing that
Climb
you
to
guys
the top.
climbed, which is so sketchy.
I think that was like 40 feet in the air.
Holy shit, so sketchy. But
A lot of photos though.
it was fun, man. I felt like Stranger Things. I felt like a kid again.
I know. I think
That
all we
was-
were missing was like headphones to be like playing that music.
That was one of
the
the
kids.
highlights of my trip.
Kids soundtrack of Stranger Things.
Oh, I think you meant Kids by
What
Mac Miller.
are you looking at?
Is that what the song's called? Some motherfucking kids.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I know Circle.
Oh.
Have you heard, you know Circle? When it's like, once a day I rise.
Circle.
Once a day I
Well,
stand.
This is what it looked like.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
Right
then
before
you
we
fall.
fall. Tumbling around, I've been so out, you can see it all. Getting pretty late, young lady. Do not be afraid, do not be afraid.
I feel like we got all that wrong. I cannot complain. Is that?
I cannot complain. I want to hit the
Who am
chorus.
I to blame?
Who am I to blame? Is there no chorus
I
or
don't
something?
know what the chorus is.
I love that song.
Anyways,
I think the first song I sang was wrong. I think it's that.
I think all those were wrong. I'm in love with you.
All right, guys. Well, we're a minute 15 in. Thanks everyone for the subs. Look, we're at 120. They kind of slowed down, so like maybe try to do something about that. We're at pod
I posted a
84.
clip this weekend and we got like 2 subs from it.
Nice. Let's go,
Which is
baby.
nice.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. We'll see you guys next week. Maybe we
Sun's
want to do
getting
some
real low,
other
big guy.
videos. I have some ideas. I'm sure Chris
Okay.
does too. But like, of like,
Not really.
want to do like a murder mystery one.
Oh, okay.
I want to do like us playing video games, like a scary video game. But that
Hmm.
requires like a game card to like record what we're playing.
Oh.
And then I want to do like like hot wings. I want to try that too.
Fuck,
and eating
dude,
the world's
that sounds
hottest
like
chip.
I can't do that one.
I know, but
I'll
we gotta
watch
try.
you.
And then yeah, like shit like that. Like I want to do side
Challenges and
stuff, but
That'd be fun.
it's a lot more to do.
I'm
so I
down.
don't know. But
I'm down.
I'm hoping maybe you guys will see that in the like at least by February.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Love you.
Alright.
Thanks everyone, and enjoy your week. Peace.
Peace.